Welcome to Astro Rahu channel English. I'm your host Vishal Sathye. Today we are going to discuss for the Cancer Ascendant what happens when Jupiter is in the 7th house in Capricorn. Now if you want to watch this episode in Hindi, then go to Astro Rahu Hindi channel, and if you want to know about identification and benefits of Ayurvedic herbs, then go to Health channel. For the Cancer Ascendant, many a times I have seen that marriage is a bit of a area which is a bit harsh, a bit it requires effort. And for the Cancer Ascendant, especially Jupiter being placed in the 7th house is not very good for marriage. This is especially true for women. This is because Jupiter represents the husband in case of women. Jupiter here is the 6th lord and he is the 9th lord. So in marriage, the 6th house brings in obstacles, and especially the 9th house over here brings it shows that the person is engaging in philosophy, he is exercising philosophy, he is trying to put in effort in the marriage through philosophy. This he has to do because with this placement somehow there are some tensions in marriage. Why? Let us now discuss this. Especially in case of women, I have seen that many a times there are scenarios such as first of all, the husband looks as if he is very nice, he is very virtuous. As many a times I've seen examples where someone has married someone who has permanent residency in a certain country, and after marriage the husband, he somehow manages permanent residency for himself on the basis of the wife's papers, and thereafter he divorces the wife. Many a times such scenarios take place in case of women, or in some cases I have seen that when women get married, women who have this placement, when they get married, they feel that the husband is very nice, is very virtuous, and somehow the husband might try to snatch the real estate and the property of his wife. This many times this angle is also there. Or with this placement, the husband many a times tries to take control over the money, the finances of his wife. So in case of women, actually this placement many a times it is very negative, and many a times such events happen. This is because Jupiter here, it is debilitated, and Jupiter, wherever it is placed, it is like Ganga Jal. It gives to the individual what he wants. Now a debilitated Jupiter, as per his nature, he gives, but because of his debilitation, he takes away. This is what happens in case of women when debilitated Jupiter is placed in the 7th house. And this placement becomes more forceful and more potent when Neptune especially is either with the seventh lord or it is there in the seventh house. This also I have seen in my research, because then what Neptune does is Neptune creates that mirage, and without thinking, this person, he gets attracted towards people, and hurriedly this person engages into relationships. And this debilitated Jupiter shows this person very flowery things. He gives and then he takes away. This happens with especially women in this position. So what is the remedy I'll discuss for this position for women? Especially women with this position, they have to make sure that they don't give financial control to their spouse, or they don't share their finances blindly with the spouse. With this position, women, they have to take care of this. And secondly, with this position, because every position, every planet, usually when it is badly placed, it wants to teach you something. So this is a karmic placement for women, and this is some bad karma of the past life, which is actually Jupiter is requiring you to pay off. That is why this is happening for women in their lives if such placement is there. So women have to make their charitra, their character very clean with this position. Especially they have to maintain very good financial ethics, and they should make sure that they should never cheat any other person if they have this placement, because if they cheat anyone of their finances with this placement, then Jupiter here will become more ugra, he will become more negatively potent. And with this position, women have to make sure that they maintain a very clean character, they don't cheat in marriage, and they maintain a very good moral ethics. And lastly, with this position, you have to generate renunciation in your life, because when you create vairagya, when you create renunciation, then even if bad consequences happen in life, then the person has the strength to face it and to go through it. And in my research, I also observed, especially if Jupiter is placed in 0 degree, or if Jupiter is placed in 30 degree or 29 and a half degree or so, then many a times this placement will not give it that much negative effect, because planet in the 0 degree is sleeping, so he will take time to give negative results. Even if the planet is very old, he is nearing 30 degrees, even then the planet is very old, and he doesn't give those bad effects that easily. So the bad effects will take time to come. And even if Saturn, if it is placed in the seventh house, Saturn is the depositor, so in that case also this position becomes more better, because the lord of any house being placed in that house, he protects that house. Even if Saturn is aspecting this the seventh house, even then Saturn will protect his house, and he will delay certain things, delay certain negativities in this case. And with this placement, don't wear the gemstone of Jupiter, never wear it, because it will make the bad effects of Jupiter more potent. Or you have, with this placement, you have to worship Jupiter, with the sense that you have to say to Jupiter that pardon me of any bad karma that I have done in my past life. This will definitely help. So this was my analysis on this placement, Jupiter being placed in the 7th house in Capricorn. If you like this episode, don't forget to press the like button, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel as yet, go and subscribe. This is Vishal Sathye signing off for now. Bye.